Hi guys, today we're going to do a few missions with our friend Magneto. And sadly, as is often the case, the very next day that I bought the Black Lantern style, the chest piece for the Black Lantern style, I the very next day it dropped in the raid, the Blackest Day raid. So now I have the actual chest piece, even though previously I only had the style. I have the actual piece, which sadly it's better than nothing. Like it did upgrade my combat rating up to 144, but I wish I could have had the pants or the back piece or something else in the chest that I purchased the day before. But what can you do? That's one of the many reasons why I pretty much hate the random number generator. But anyways, you may notice I did some redecorating a bit. So I tried to make it a little less claustrophobic, which kind of works, I guess. Although there's this part, I kind of like making new rooms that don't exist really, but again, it does contribute to making it a bit more claustrophobic. I'm not sure. Maybe I should put something on this side. I'm just not sure what yet. It's a work in progress, I guess. So let's see. What can we do today? Well, let's put that in the shared bank. Yeah, we barely have room for it. Well, I don't have that style, so let's take it. So let's get started with the vault because we didn't do that yet today. So let's see what we got. We got nothing. Maybe the kid's table. I don't remember if I had it before, but that seems to be it. Oh well. The Flash T-shirt, the Captain Marvel T-shirt I got there earlier this week, which sadly I wish it was on my Captain Marvel character. But what can you do? Well, let's replenish my potions before I forget. So sadly, as you see, sometimes the vault is more worthless than others. Although in this case, it doesn't really matter because I have, with this character, I have every item, well, every style items from the vault that I know of. If there was some new stuff that I'm not aware of, then maybe I'm still missing a few pieces. If I'm missing anything with this guy, is possibly some trinkets. I'm not sure if I have the. Do I have the trinkets? I guess I'm missing things like the trinkets or the Joker jetpack or things like that. But I wouldn't really use those. Although I have some more here. I have the Kryptonian bouncy sphere that you get from the vault. The demon figurine. I'll have it twice. I guess I'm keeping. I have a few Orrery of the Multiverse. I guess I'm keeping too much crap though. I'm gonna have to clean the house at some point. Maybe later. Okay, so let's get started with New Genesis. It's usually a good idea to start there.
New Genesis is under attack. Parademons from Apocalypse have invaded and are attacking the Celestial City. And to make matters worse,
Fellow Black Lantern.
the Necropolis
Oh,
are terrorizing the circus. We
oh,
need
you went away. So let's get started. So as you see, I opted to keep on using Mass Levitation as opposed to Master. But I have Master in stock that I could use with certain other. Crap. Freaking Parademon kept me from having a player kill. Oh, almost. Ah, it happens. Better luck next time. So I was mentioning, I opted to keep on using Mass Levitation, but I do have a Master selected as a power, so I could be I could switch it by just tweaking my loadout a bit. And I don't know if you noticed, I was trying to use a power, but instead I was rising up in the air. It happens sometimes. I'm not sure why. Maybe at some point I thought maybe my character was still somewhat stunned or something, so I couldn't use a power yet. It's been a while since I've seen so many people here. Usually, I'm pretty much by myself, especially at this hour. Well, like a bit more than an hour before reset.
Explosives armed.
I guess the guy who we fought before was defeated by someone else. I don't know if you saw the defeat no villains 1 out of 5 popped. So he's the only villain we attacked today. So it has to be him. So sometimes don't hesitate to attack villains, even if you're not high level, because if someone else after you defeats that villain, you will get the credit for it. So even if the villain beats the snot out of you and you're no match for him, you could still get the credit for fighting him. And let's go collect our reward.
With your help, we will fight off Darkseid's parademons.
Restoration 1. Ugh, nah. Oh, nah, I have plenty of those third world items. I don't know, not too crazy about them so far. I haven't seen many that were really worth having. You sure may. Such a polite bug, asking to repair our gear. So this we're going to sell because that's all we can do with it. We'll salvage this one. Let's go salvage first. So sadly, you may have noticed it took a few seconds for the crafting station to load out. Sadly, it's been getting more and more like that. Or not that long ago, the crafting station would have been there the second I entered the wing. The crafting station would be there already, and I never saw it load for quite a while. But now, sadly, it's back to needing to wait a few seconds for the crafting station to load. Uh, Long term, I could probably try and buy some plans for the gear that I don't have yet, but I don't have I don't have the material needed to craft it anyway, so I'm gonna wait a bit. And if I get lucky, maybe I'll get the pants next time that I do Blackest Day. We'll see. So I pretty much purchased the 4 pieces of gear that this little guy is selling so far. But I guess I'm going to come back to see him once he starts selling the gear for episode 19, I think. So I guess we can start queuing for some missions. Let's start with the Demon's Pit. And let us switch our loadout. We'll do that after. So let's switch our loadout to Terrorize, hoping our friend will wait for us a bit. So let's start with our friend, the Flash. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Well, let's go with the shirt. I think we'll get a bit more crafting components from the shirt. And let's wait for our friend. Oh, there he is. I wish we had our backups with to fight Green Arrow, but we'll see. Let's try and get the barrel. Ah, crap. Let's go with the chain. wasn't too bad so far. I guess it's a bit easier when you're not stuck with a level 130 character, or player, I should say. 3 rugs in a row. Holy crap. I guess the multiverse is trying to tell me something. I need a rug, but not today. Well, let's say good job to our friend. Let's even give him a victory thumbs up. Why not? So let us see what we got. We got a chess piece. We got some blasters. And we got some necklace. Uh, let's salvage all of those and see what we get. Oh, 5 scraps. That's good. 2 scraps. 4 scraps. We're starting to get to have quite a few compound omega. So let's repair and sell, and let's do some other duo. At this time, I'll probably just do duos. Although I guess I could. Let's try to do the cathedral. If we're lucky, it won't take too long for the cure. But let's switch our loadout. There we go. Let's try the cathedral. No reason not to. Worst comes to worst, it won't pop. Sadly, I already did the elite, so let's do the normal. Oh, it was quick. So my loadout, as ever, is a Psychic Empowerment, Phantom Flames, Bastion, Telekinesis, Telekinetic Shield, and Mass Levitation. Mass Levitation is my crowd control. Telekinetic Shield is my personal shield to protect me. Telekinesis is obviously my power over time. Bastion is my group shield. Phantom Flame, my defense debuff. And Psychic Empowerment is my power dump. I have another armory with a few other debuffs that I use when needed. But the defense debuff is the one I use the most. Because essentially the defense debuff is good against everyone. Why am I not surprised? Let's wait. Oh, that's a really nice warpath. Okay, let's go for a few duos. I guess we're gonna be able to go do some bounties. Or not. Let's give a little bow to our friend to say hello, hello.
You may call me Indigo One. I am of the Indigo tribe, and I am here to help. We have little time. Zamaron is in danger, as is all life. We must cleanse Zamaron and get to the power battery now. The Black has returned to the living universe and is corrupting the cores from within. The Indigo light of compassion can cleanse this corruption.
Ah, and that's sweet. He looks like a manhunter.
I will cleanse the corruption.
It's been a while since I've been here with someone who wasn't like a 130, so we'll try to keep the aggro on me as much as possible. If I can.
cleanse the corruption. The power battery has been corrupted,
For
and at its heart
Cimarron!
are the original bones of Hawkman and Hawkgirl, locked in a lover's embrace. Carol Ferris, we are here to aid you. We must cleanse the power battery. The corruption has been halted, but it cannot be completely removed until the source of the black.
That deserves a little victory thumbs up. I haven't done bounties much lately, so let's try and do that while we wait for a mission to start. So I usually start with my friend Captain Boomerang, which usually hangs around here somewhere. Oh, could that be him? Oh yeah. Oh, not yet. And now we can go. Let's look what's in the box. Victory token. We'll take that after. So let's use all a friend here to repair a bit. We'll sell later.
Hey, something's up with your security systems in the holding cells. You might want to get down there and check it out. Doesn't look good.
too slow. It happens. Sadly, as a flying character, usually you're way too slow to try and reach those consoles in time, unless you're already right next to it. Oh, that was close. So who do we get today? Oh, the Evil Bane. Well, let's go all out.
I've teleported them to the watchtower containment center. They should be secured there. You've got bigger problems. Something has broken into your data core.
I probably should have gone for the focusing element 7, but I have a stack or two of those already. So, and worst comes to worst, if I really need some, I can always buy some. But right now I have more than I can actually use, so I can afford to not take it once in a while. Sadly, I remember a time where I did not have any focusing element, and I desperately needed some. And now that I don't need it, I keep on getting some. Either I was really, really unlucky at first, or they adjusted the drop rate, which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, let's go with the plan. I'll never use it, but I don't have it, so why not?
Her presence can mean only one thing: the grandmother of all sadistic orchestrators. I'll try and figure out what's up.
So, well, he left before we could give him our victory thumbs up. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So let's get out of here. So let us go see our friend Pied Piper. Or not. Let's give a little greeting bow to our friend.
After escaping Apocalypse, I never wanted to return. But we can't let Darkseid's agents get their hands on this
Pretty
ancient
cool look.
resource. No one deserves to live under his thumb, and I will fight to end his reign once and for all. I can sync my mother box to one of these third-world devices. Choose the one that you think will give us an edge.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a red lantern.
Mother box suggests we go north, but if you think otherwise, I'll follow your lead.
Oh, that was a nice crit. 34,000. If you're wondering why I'm not using the backup and the orbital strike, essentially I'm saving them for the next boss.
You know, if something happens to me down here, you might want to have someone else tell Varda. Maybe Superman.
I could have sworn I heard something.
Careful. He may be old. He was once a powerful god. I hope you're ready, friend. I have a feeling the next Mantis. Give up. You're outmatched.
You need more than your little friends to stop me, Mr. Miracle. I will take this to dark side.
Count this as a win for the good guys. This is one advantage Darkseid won't get his hands on. Thanks for all your help.
So only one duo left, so let's go for that. And we'll go fight Piper after. Let's give a little bow to our friend. Because we're nice like that. Some kind of dark New Genesis ninja.
Relic will be out. Your interference will
Why not? We have it anyway. I thought we could use it up here, but next time. Oh well. Let's take the poster. I'm not sure if I have all the posters or only all the ones that you don't have to buy in the marketplace. Either way.
Welcome to the Flash Museum. This is the Flash. I hope you learn a lot.
Yeah, I know I went to the wrong side.
Physics is the study of matter and motion. Basically, the world around us. Whether it's quantum mechanics or atomic.
I'm not sure why our friend is in such a hurry to break the barrel. I usually keep it for later in the fight, but oh well. Well, let's take the plan. It may seem strange that I did not have the Vitalization 7 plan, but essentially it's just that I would have my character Galactus craft those mods for me. Let's go for the focusing element. And let's give a victory thumbs up to our friend. Not even a little bow, because why not?
Flash again. Hey, where's my gun?
Thanks for saving this relic, everyone. I'll return it to the researchers. Leonard, you behave.
Okay, so now we can go after the Piper and the Trickster. And if you don't wonder why I'm not picking up that collection, I have all the collections with this character. Well, most of the collections, but all the classic collections, I guess you could say. So I pretty much don't bother picking them up with them. And there's a few that could be sold for a pretty penny, but the rest can be sold for $100 at most. So not really worth picking up. I guess I could try and give them to some of my other characters, but usually if I have a character that need a specific collection, I'll farm for it, or I'll even better, I'll buy it straight away. I guess the exception would be pretty much the only collections I gather now are either on Striker Island, Arkham Island, or the ones for the Mr. Miracle Cape. And obviously the ones for the DLCs, the various DLCs. So as you see, I'm pretty much looking around the park. That's pretty much where our friend Piper usually hangs around. I guess is this Piper? Oh yeah. Well, let's see if we can get Piper before it's too late. I guess not. Come on, 30 seconds left. That was close, but we did it.
Force X jurisdiction. I've assigned members of the Suicide Squad to assist you in your objectives. Just keep your nose down.
Oof, the healer. Well, we should be fine,
That could threaten the integrity
even with a low-level healer.
I should not join you. The risk of losing control.
And it's my favorite setup without a tank. So I'm going to be able to do crowd control as much as I want with no problem, without coming into conflict with the tank. again. Oh, come on.
It may be difficult for you to see it with your eyes, but Jared is not well. I sense an outside presence. So let's try our other loadout.
essentially our debuff loadout, and see what happens. Ooh, the helmet.
There is something unusual attached to his spirit.
I guess I could use one of those. Maybe. We'll see. I might as well switch back.
At this point, it is too dangerous for me not to be here. We must hurry before it is too late.
I appreciate your assistance with these two. And now that the ritual is well on its way, I will take the phylactery of sin and leave you to your final challenge.
Brother Blood, your obsession with me is repulsive.
May the best daughter of Trigon win.
So let's keep an eye on our friend Zep to make sure we don't need to pick him up too much.
Allow me to even the odds. You are not my father. Trigon will grant me all of my desires.
Time to pick the stone. I normally would wait a bit more, but just to be sure. And if you guys are confused by all the chaos, don't worry, so am I. But I've done this mission enough by now that even through the chaos, I more or less know what's going on. Let's use our last supercharge. Make sure that everyone stays alive until the end of the fight. All things considered, it went well.
I will do my best to prevent him
Uh,
from re-emerging, but it is taking all my will to do so.
well, let's go for the
If he
Vanguard, even though I don't,
other
I don't really
plans
need it.
return to his original plan,
And this deserves a victory thumbs up and even a
I
bow.
will contact you again soon. Until then, Mason.
So I know some people would complain that as if Urian didn't do that much damage, but who cares? As you can see, he did a fairly good job at healing us. So although with the group we had, with the players we had, we probably could have done it uh, between the three of us without the healer, but the healer did his job. He did enough healing to keep us alive. And ironically, he's the one. He's pretty much the only one who died. So he did his job. He kept us alive, and that's all we really needed. Okay, so usually the next one I'll do after is I'll do the trickster. So let's go and select the trickster. I know where the area is, just so that you guys can keep track of why I'm going there. To keep it simple, in short, usually the trickster is more or less around Ace Chemical. So sometimes he's right here. Oh, and there he is. Well, we got lucky tonight. So let us switch to DPS. No real reason to stay as a troll. In ages past, I would pretty much always play exclusively as a troll for various reasons. The main one being that I only had one set of gear, and also you may notice that I do spam powers a lot. I was doing so even before advanced mechanics was invented. So I would pretty much always run out of power pretty quick as a DPS, and I wouldn't regenerate power very quickly. So I would play as a controller so that I could regenerate all the power I needed to be able to spam my powers as much as I wanted. So there was that, and the gear, and so I had essentially a handful of reasons why I would pretty much always remain as a controller and never switch to DPS. But then they came up with things like armories. So with armories, I started gathering a few sets of gear. At the worst, I would have, let's say, a controller gear, a PvE controller gear, and a PvP DPS gear. But I would use my PvP gear whenever I needed to DPS, no matter if I was in PvE or PvP. So, but since the fairly new changes, essentially what I do now is that I pretty much DPS and controller gear. Makes things simpler, I guess. which means I don't do as much DPS as I should when I'm in DPS role. But I'll only switch DPS role when I really have to. Like I'll pretty much always do 4-player missions or 8-player missions as a controller. But if for some reason we have one controller too many, sure I can switch to DPS. I'll DPS a bit more than if I was still a controller. Although I won't be DPS as much as if I had the full DPS gear and full mods, of course. But it's usually good enough that it does the trick. And here's our friend Heatwave. So let's get to it. That went well. So let's go back to our base. And we're going to be able to play our favorite game, What's in the Box? Or in this case, What's in the Boxes, I suppose. I could have sworn. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that was weird. So let's see, what's in this box? No idea. Oh, probably victory token, I suppose. Another victory token. Holy crap, it's Victory Day, I suppose. Okay. So the Neptune helmet, that's pretty much what I have, yep. And the same with the gloves. So let's switch to... Are we going to be able to make ourselves a DPS helmet? Maybe. For the gloves, I'm pretty sure I already have something. Yeah, I already have the gloves. And I already have the helmet. So, oh well. That was pointless. Let's see for the boots. The shoulders. And might 7.1. Pretty sure I won't use it. Let's make sure. It may seem obvious, but I have too many characters, so odds are I usually keep precision. The reason I go with precision, even though mental powers use might, is because as a controller, I pretty much DPS using my weapon most of the time, meaning especially weapon mastery. Oh, I forgot. Let's do some salvaging. I'll probably just do some salvaging and some base decoration or redecoration. So pretty much done for tonight, for the night, I suppose. There's about 20 minutes left, so well, let's see. Let's repair. Let's sell whatever crap we got, which is we don't have any. Oh yeah, we have a bit. And let's sell this. I guess that's it for now. And let's go to our other base and put our bombshell Supergirl. Oh, and Lucia, let's use those because why not? We have them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there we go. Oh, my teleporter used to be there, and I'm still not quite used to my new spot. So let's go over here. And let's see, where can we put our new poster? I don't know if you guys saw them. Let's take a good look at them. They're fairly nice. I wish they were bigger, just a bit bigger. So let's see, where else can we put some posters? Well, we have a few here. So let's put one here, because why not? I guess this is going to be our next spot to put them posters. I should probably keep the poster on this side of the base. On that side, not much lighting it seems. Oh well. And here's my brand new tank. I wasn't sure if I should put it here or in the league hall. Well, I'm glad I did put it here. It looks kind of nice. So that's it for now, guys. So maybe later today I'll try to do. I'm not sure what I'll try to do later today. Either I'll try to do a few of the 8-man missions like New Genesis Now or Bombshell Paradox, or maybe even Unholy Matrimony. We'll see. For this final exam I could do, but I hate doing that mission with pug groups. So for the duo, we're pretty much done. For the 4 players, other than final exam, we're pretty much done. Although I probably could try and do a few of the older ones that either I didn't do in a long time, or quite possibly I didn't do yet with this character because I was too busy playing with my Galactus at the time. We'll see. So that's it for now, guys. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.